Welcome back, everybody. Hour 2, the second hour. Monday, May 28th, 2014. Dr. Peter Glidden here, your steadfast advocate for health. The lines have been ringing off of the hook lately. If you have friends who doesn't have friends, you have enemies who doesn't have enemies. Tell everybody in your world about this radio show. Have everybody tune in and turn on to the simple truth of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Want to make a difference in somebody's life? Have them tune into this program. Take a chance, take a stand. Open your mouth. Stop being a secret agent. And let's fix the world one person at a time. Pat from Maryland is up with us, I believe, unless I am mistaken. Pat, were you the one I was speaking to at the end of the last hour? Come on in, Pat. Hello, Pat.
Hello.
Hello, Pat.
Yes, this is Pat. Hello.
I lost track, Pat. My computer went crazy for a minute there. Was I speaking to you at the end of the last hour?
Yes, and my concern is that across the bridge of my feet, it's always swollen, and it never was like that before. There are two things. I don't eat, the salt. I hadn't been eating salt, and what I have been doing is taking the Rebound in small, the small doses with water, to avoid those Charlie horses and the cramps that I get in my muscles at times.
All right. Well, the Charlie horses and the cramps that you're getting in the muscles are caused by not enough calcium and magnesium. So the supplement that you need to be leaning on there is the white liquid calcium, the Beyond OsteoFX. Do you have any of that?
Yes, I do.
All right, so that's what you want to be taking. The Rebound is a secondary fix, but the calcium and the magnesium is the biggest thing there. And you need to retrain your body how to, like salt. Your body loves salt. Your body loves salt. I don't know if you ever been on a farm. Some farms have those old hand pumps for water, and in order to get the water out of the ground with an old-fashioned hand pump, you have to pour a little water in the top of it first in order to prime the pump, right? Well, in order to kick your body's salt mechanism back into gear, you need to force salt on the body in increments. So you just got to get on that horse, Pat. You got to take a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little bit so that food tastes good. And then the next day a little bit more, and then the next meal a little bit, and then the next meal a little bit. And just start to use salt a little bit at a time. Because if you don't dial that in, this swelling in the foot thing, leg thing is never going to change, and it's going to get worse. You would also benefit for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, by getting the digestive enzyme and taking one or two of the digestive enzymes. It's called ultimate enzymes before a meal. One or two of the ultimate enzymes before a meal is a good thing for you to do. So calcium, salt, digestive enzymes, a little bit, and then all of a sudden life is good. And, eggs are the protein that all other proteins are compared to, but you can get protein in lots of stuff. Nuts have protein in it. Try some salted nuts, right? Meat, chicken, fish, cheese, rice, and beans together in a meal. All of these are protein donors, so it doesn't just have to be eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mix it up, get more protein in your body, prime the salt pump. Call me back in a couple of weeks for the report, and I appreciate you very much. North Carolina is up next. Looks like Al has a diabetes question. Hey, Al, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Glenn. I really appreciate, you taking time and talking to me. I've been trying a few times to get a hold of you. I am 62 years old. I'm a retired fireman, and I was diagnosed by my doctor probably about 10 years ago that I was type 2 diabetes, to have type 2 diabetes. She put me in a different medication, and I've been in metformin probably for over 10 years. My blood sugar, and I contacted a gal in Santa Cruz that you know very well. Her name is Sharon.
Yeah.
Lucchesi, and she's the one that actually highly recommended for me to talk to you.
Okay.
Let me tell you the medication I'm in. I'm in blood pressure pills, Tecturna, 300 milligrams. Metformin, I'm about 750 milligrams. She was prescribing 2 a day, but I've been cutting back a little bit. And, of course, Lavazza Omega-3 and Bidorian. I don't know if you ever heard of Bidorian. It's a vial that you are supposed to inject once a week, and it's supposed to control your blood sugar. Well, I went and took my blood test because I had like a little cyst on the side of my face, and the doctor, the dermatologist, said, let's take a blood test. When I got the blood test back, it said that my liver was elevated. And that kind of scared me a little bit. I'm thinking, is this crap that I'm taking from this doctor, probably Bidorian and Metformin, that's causing? So I stopped the Bidorian probably about a month ago. And then I called Sharon, and then I was trying to get a hold of you in the air, and it's really hard because you have a lot of people you have to attend to. And she told me to get the little Tangerine, EFA Plus, and Sweet and Easy.
Yeah, Sweeties, yeah.
I take also cinnamon extract, 1,000 milligrams, and blood sugar support. Now, I'm supposed to go get a blood test from my doctor because I'm going to go see her on the 16th. And I'm afraid even to take the blood test, she's going to say, you know what, I'm going to have to put you on something else. What can I do about my blood sugar spiking? And it's just in the morning. My blood sugar used to be around 120, maybe sometimes 140, 150. Depends what I was eating the night before. But now it's kind of reaching the 200s.
Well, your doctor, all right, so the blood sugar spiking in the morning is called dawn syndrome. It's a recognized phenomenon. It's a function of faulty cellular metabolism. You don't have blood sugar because you have a metformin deficiency. You don't have a blood sugar issue because you have a pharmaceutical deficiency, and your medical doctor is not concerned with what causes type 1 diabetes. They're not concerned with what causes type 2 diabetes. They're not. Nor are they trained in what causes it. They're only trained in how to manage your symptoms with drugs. And that's what they're doing. They're managing your symptoms with drugs. And then when it doesn't work, when the blood sugar Dawn syndrome numbers start to creep up, they throw another drug at you. It's you're a big experiment for them. They're just throwing crap on the wall to see what sticks, because they have no training, no experience, no appreciation, and no respect with medical nutrition. And also they have no earthly idea of what causes this problem to begin with, which is a very eye-opening thing for most people to really come to terms with. And, this is not, I'm not bashing the MDs. This is just, just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. This is how it is. You got to call a spade a spade. They're not concerned with it, which is why their therapeutics are best suited for trauma, right? Because, you don't have to know what caused the broken bone. Doesn't matter if it was a rock or a Mack truck. The bone's broken, and you got to set the bone and put it back into place. It doesn't matter what caused the cut in the skin. You got to clean it out and stitch it up, right? So that's why they're good at that, and that's why they're bad at everything else. So, from our point of view, faulty blood sugar metabolism in the human body is caused by nutrient deficiencies. Your body has run out of the essential nutrients that it needs to manage healthy blood sugar levels. That's it. It's kind of like, your car has run out of power steering fluid, and now you can't turn the wheel anymore. Well, you need to put more power steering fluid in it. You need to fill your body up with the appropriate nutrients. But here's the deal. The problem with this, Al, is that, nutritional supplements are like chicken soup. Right. The recipe is everything, man. And some bowls of chicken soup are awesome, and some bowls of chicken soup not so much. I mean, my grandmother's chicken soup was 1,000 times better than chicken soup in the can at the supermarket, right? They're both chicken soups, but the recipe is everything. So if I were you, I would save some money, and I would lean exclusively on Longevity's nutritional supplements for 90 days in a row. 90 days in a row, looking to see what happens to your blood sugar numbers. Now, do you poke yourself in the finger and take your blood sugars on a daily basis or not?
Yes, every morning I do that.
All right, great. So I wouldn't go back to the MD for 90 days. How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 100. I'm between 198 and 204, and I do work out. I'm trying to work out 5 days a week, so I keep myself in shape, and I'm very hyper. What I'm really afraid is when I see her in the 16th, she's going to say, we're going to put you on insulin, and I don't want to do that.
Well, then just say no. What, is she going to hold a gun to your head? Is it illegal?
She's not going to do that. No, she's not going to
Is it illegal to not follow the advice of the MD?
Oh, no. And I'm a very hard person because I do believe in natural things. And I don't believe in that crap that, that has side effects.
Look, if I were you, here's what I would do. For the next 3 months in a row, I would do 2 healthy blood sugar packs. 2 healthy blood sugar packs, the original formula. 2 healthy blood sugar packs, the original formula. And 4 bottles of selenium, SELENIUM, a month. 4 selenium and 2 healthy blood sugar packs. Shannon can tell you how to get that stuff. I would stop everything else that you're taking, save some money, and finally, there are 10 foods that you need to stop eating. There are 10 foods that are going to interfere with your body's ability to absorb the nutrients that we recommend. And Shannon can give you that list. It's free. You can just go to my website and get it. It's free, fireyourmdnow.com.
And can I ask you this? Can I still continue on tangerine? Because that's...
Yeah. That's part of the healthy blood sugar pack. The tangy tangerine is part of the healthy blood sugar pack. Okay. Get back in touch with Shannon. Tell her I told you to get 2 healthy blood sugar packs, 4 bottles of selenium. She'll set the whole thing up for you. The final nail in this coffin, Al, stop eating all 10 bad foods. Stick around, folks. We're going to Denver and talk to Gene when we come back. Colorado's up next, ladies and gentlemen. Going to go to the Mile High City and talk to Gene, see what's shaking over there. Hey, Gene, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Good afternoon, Dr. Glidden.
What's happening, Gene?
Very quickly, it was a pleasure to sit in on to watch the panel that you and Dr. Wallach shared. Man, I am tongue-tied.
That was fun, wasn't it? What Gene's relating to is the Longevity Convention that just happened in Anaheim, California. There was a lot of information spread around, and they had breakout sessions, right, where you could go to learn this, that, or the other thing. And one of the breakout sessions was with Dr. Wallach, myself, Steve Wallach, the president of the company, or the CEO of the company, Richard Renton, who's in charge of the product manufacturer, and Sanjeev Javia, who's the health fitness trainer at Longevity. And it was a Q&A for people to, what do I do for this, and what about this, and how does this work, et cetera, et cetera. It was a lot of fun. I got to take my hat off to Sanjeev because, he made the whole thing memorable. But that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yes, the subdued Sanjeev.
Folks, if you're missing out when you're not involved with Longevity Nation. You really are, because in addition to the information that we bring to the table, which is life-changing on so many different levels, honestly, it's just a really fun group of people to hang out with. It's a really fun group of people to be around, and so what are you waiting for goodness sake? Get with the person who told you about this radio show. Tell them you want to become a Longevity member. They'll show you the ropes. And, hopefully I'll see you at the next Longevity event, which I believe, Gene, when's that going to be? It's going to be in Vegas, right?
Yes, I believe September is what I heard.
Yeah, September in Vegas. I think they're also doing something in Atlanta in June. And then Vegas in September. And life is good, man. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So what's cranking in Denver, Gene? What's going on?
Also, a pleasure to speak with you at the banquet. I am the father of the father and son white and black duo that you spoke to at the table.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to say anything. I kind of my brain skipped a beat there, but good for you for taking that on. When did you do that? Like, when did you? I'm assuming it's an adoption.
And when Quentin was a teenager, so.
Wow, you got to love that.
We've been together quite a while. He will be 34 or 35 in June. Now, the first question with regard to this 35-year-old who is training for a Ironman and also training as a boxer. So he's putting in a lot of physical work. Particularly a lot of miles. He runs anywhere from 6 to 10 miles a day, as well as the boxing and everything else that he's doing. So his feet are taking a beating. So he has a good case of plantar fasciitis. So that would be the first question. He loves the rebound. We do not have him yet full-blown on the Healthy Start pack.
Okay, so the problem is plantar fasciitis, which is exacerbated from his exercise routine, right?
Yeah, from pounding the road every day.
Yeah, all right. So remember, right? This isn't rocket science. So what are we going to do here? We need to give him bone, ligament, and joint support. And no matter which way you slice it, the easiest, most inexpensive way to do that is with the original Healthy Bone and Joint Pack formula, the original Healthy Bone and Joint Pack formula. You could save him a little money by just getting it as standalone products without the CM cream, because the CM cream is bundled into the Healthy Bone and Joint Support formula.
That's good, because he loves it.
Yeah. Okay. So, but really, the thing here, right, Gene? It's two sides of the same coin, right? Side number one, we have to nutrify appropriately, and side number two, he has to stop eating food that's interfering with the absorption of the nutrients. So he has to eliminate the 10 bad foods. You have to eliminate the 10 bad foods. Your son, everybody in Denver, everybody in the world needs to stop eating the 10 bad foods, and that will go a long way towards helping him. Now, what I'm getting feedback from the field, and people seem to have a more consistent positive result with the glucogel liquid than they do with the glucogel capsules. So you may want to tell him to try the liquid glucogel plus for 1 month and then compare that to the glucogel capsules the next month. See which one produces more bang for the buck. And look, with stuff like this, it's never a bad idea to give extra calcium. Big bada boom. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden here, your steadfast advocate for health. Please visit the website fireyourmdnow.com. If you can't remember that, just do a Google search, Dr. Peter Glidden. I always pop up number one. Follow the links. Find your way to my website and educate yourself about the value of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Become an insider. Why don't you? $20 a month. As an insider, we'll give you a subscription to my online health recovery protocols, archived over 110 hours of archived information, plus 5 hours of live webinars a week that you can use to promote your longevity business and help spread our message of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition for the masses. Let's go to Texas and talk to Carmela. Hey, Carmela, thanks for the phone call. You are live. Come on in, Carmela.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Carmela, how's it going?
I'm doing okay. My question, doctor, is that I have some feelings, in my teeth.
Yeah.
The old ones. And I was, hearing that they're real bad.
Yeah, no, you don't need to worry about that. There's a lot of controversy about that. I am of the opinion that if the filling is over 5 years old, then the mercury has off-gassed already. it's not a problem unless you want to get that filling extracted. So I'm going to do a webinar about this issue. I'm going to bring in some health professionals to talk about this because we're really going to dial it down. If you go to the Internet, you can become very confused by this, all of this notion. So one thing to understand here is one of the things that the mineral selenium does is it helps to eliminate toxic levels of mercury from the body. So if you're worried that there either was or maybe a continuing or a historical exposure to mercury, then selenium supplementation is never a bad idea. How do you feel, generally speaking, Carmela, as you go about your day-to-day life?
Well, that's why I'm calling for you to give me an advice on the health. I'm going to buy the stuff, the minerals and everything. I am very fatigued. My muscles hurt real bad, especially on my upper arm. I have no strength. I'm real weak. I have high blood pressure, mental fog, and sinus problems, overweight, et cetera. I'm beat up.
Yeah, I get it. How much do you weigh?
260.
Okay, and how tall are you?
5'5".
Okay, and how'd you hear about me?
On YouTube.
Oh, you just found us on YouTube?
Yes, I was searching because the doctor told me I had fibromyalgia, but I said, no, I don't think I do. It's just some deficiency in my muscles, because they say everything is normal, and I don't want to take no pills.
Yeah, well, you don't have to take any pills.
No.
All right. So here's what I want you to do. Write down this number.
Okay.
855 347
Okay.
3696. 855-347-3696. Give that a call, and someone from my team will be in touch with you and tell you how to order the supplements that I'm about to recommend you take at the wholesale price. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll hook you up with this stuff, and life is good. So what I would recommend you do for the first month as an experiment is one Healthy Start Pack Original Formula. One Healthy Start Pack Original Formula. 4 bottles of selenium. S like Sam, E, L like Larry, E, N like Nancy, I-U-M. 4 bottles of selenium. 2 bottles of Cherry Mins. Cherry Mins. CHERI-MINS. 2 Cherry Mins, 4 selenium, 1 original Healthy Start Pack. That's what I would start with for the first month. And I'm going to bet you 25 cents that within the first 2 weeks of doing this, Carmela, the brain fog's going to get substantially better and the muscle pain is going to improve by at least 50%. Now, there's one thing that you can start right now while you're waiting to get the nutritional supplements. You must eliminate 10 foods that are hurting your body. Are you familiar with my 10 bad food list?
Yes. I started, and my stomach, because I have bloating and heartburn and all that, and it went down. My stomach went down.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I know. Well, the proof of the pudding's in the eating, and this time that pun was intended. Do you salt your food, Carmela? Do you use salt?
I used to not to because I was listening to the lady talking. I didn't like the salt. I like food without salt because like she said, my taste bud was so, it was too much for salt, But I'm going to do what you said. Now I'm salting it, whether I like it or not.
Okay, and eventually you'll like it because your body needs it, and it's only a matter of time until that switch flips on again. But you got to give it a little help. And you might want to experiment with, there's like 3, 4, 5 different types of salt you can get in the market, right? You get Himalayan salt, you can get sea salt, you can get Celtic salt, or just normal iodized table salt. You might want to beat around the bush at the grocery store or the health food store and try out different types of salt because there might be one that you find more enjoyable while you're waiting for your body's, salt engine to kick in. But that's what I want you to do.
Okay, and what about the eggs, raw eggs? Are they good to eat them raw?
Yeah, you can eat a raw egg, but if you eat a raw egg, you have to eat something. You have to supplement with a supplement called biotin, biotin, biotin.
Yeah.
I would stay away from raw eggs. I don't know what the big craze with raw eggs is. Really, if you cook an egg in a fry pan with butter, not with oil, or with lard, butter or lard, you scramble up an egg so that it's moist, it's not hard and rubbery, it's still a little moist, no problem. You can soft boil an egg, no problem. You can poach an egg, no problem. Or you can soft scramble an egg in butter, no problem. We like the egg for the cholesterol and the protein. If you hard boil an egg and the yolk turns gray or green, you've seen that, right?
Yes.
Then the cholesterol is no good anymore, and that's why people say, well, you eat the raw egg because the cholesterol is intact. Well, the cholesterol is also intact in a poached egg, or in a soft boiled egg, or in an egg that's been soft scrambled in a fry pan with butter or lard. That's what I would do. It tastes better too, right?
I did? You know what I did when I had heartburn because I've heard about the salt. It was good for your acid in your stomach. So I had heartburn, and I went to grab salt, and I just took it straight. And it burned more, but it calmed down, it went down. The hardness, they were so bad, it was so bad. And it was so desperate, and I thought about it, and I just ate it like that. And he helped me, and he stopped, after stopping from, your list, I don't have it anymore. I don't have the heartburn.
Well, that makes you smarter than your doctor, right? I mean, that makes you smarter than your doctor. I mean, no kidding, right?
And what about the pet, for the pets, do they have supplements for the pets? Because I have a blind dog.
Well, I don't know. I've seen. I saw 10 human beings who were legally blind recover their sight with Youngevity. But they do have a pet supplement. It's called Arthrodex. ARTHY. R3DEX, ARTHY, D like David, EX, Arthrodex. Give that number a call, Carmela. We will set you right up, and then here's what I want you to do, Carmela, because I like you.
Yes. Thank you. I like you too.
All right, well, so we have a mutual admiration society. Give me a call every couple of weeks, live on the radio with a report, and tell me how you're doing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr.
All right.
God bless
Well, you can thank me after it works, Carmela. You're welcome. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to share here, folks. Another really good reason to go to a Youngevity event, whether it's a local lecture, a local business presentation, or a national convention, right, or event, is for the testimonials. Because, thankfully, in this country, we still have freedom of speech. And, in a public place, people can get up and say whatever they want. And people can call my radio show and say whatever they want. But if I was to put up a testimonial on my website, that Joe Schmo from Idaho recovered from type 2 diabetes or rheumatoid arthritis with Youngevity nutritional supplements, if I were to do that, the Food and Drug Administration would shut me down because it's illegal to give testimonials. It's illegal to give testimonials. You can't do it. But in a public forum, we still have freedom of speech. And I was hearing testimonials at the Youngevity convention that were, it just humbled me to a remarkable degree and made me have even more respect than I already did for Youngevity's founder and medical maestro, Dr. Joel Wallach. Because God is my witness, folks, if you're not taking Youngevity, you do not know what you're missing. Let's go to Texas now, and I guess we're going to stay in Texas and talk to Diane about her husband. Hey, Diane, thanks for the call. You are live.
Good afternoon, Doctor. I'm thrilled to be able to speak with you.
Well,
I just saw this on Benny Hinn's show recently.
Oh, good.
So I bought the book, The Doctor Don't Lie, and one of the CDs that came with it was yours, which is very, very informative. But I also called the line for a representative, and someone called me that they couldn't address all these issues. So I I'm calling about my husband's issues today, and then I'm going to call another day about mine because I know you won't have time.
Okay, well, we'll do as much as we can. So what's up with your hubby?
Okay, he's age 73. He's 5'10", weighs about 225. He had gallbladder removed 2 years ago, and appendix removed about 4 years ago. Excuse me, I'm getting hoarse. He has, he's very overweight. His belly is kind of like a basketball.
Yeah.
Bounces if you bump it. Anyway, it's solid, but anyway.
Well, I can tell you what he needs to start with right away. I mean, you can stop right there. So here's what he needs to do for 90 days, 3 months, by way of, kind of experimentation, dipping his toe into the waters of medical nutrition, or even, quite frankly, just jumping into the deep end. It would be 2 healthy digestion packs. 2 healthy digestion packs and 4 bottles of selenium. 2 healthy digestion packs. Original formula. I want him to take the original formula. They have a Healthy Digestion Pack Original and a Healthy Digestion 2.0. I want him to do the original and 4 bottles of selenium. That's S like Sam, E, L like Larry, E, N like Nancy, I, U, M. 4 bottles of selenium a month. Plus, he and you, Diane, and everybody in the Benny Hinn community, we have a hard break coming up. I'll hang out with you on the other side of the commercial break, but you must stop eating the 10 bad foods, and so does he and everybody else in your community. Stick around. I'll pick you up after these words.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Talking to Diane from Texas about her husband's health issues. Diane, are you still with me?
Yes, I'm here. How about if I just list all of them off, and then you can...
Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't matter, because here's what you... And I'm not shining you on. I'm not. I'm just trying to underline a very important notion here, okay? Because this is holistic medicine. Your MD has been practicing reductionistic medicine, and as a culture, we're used to reductionism. And reductionism argues that you need one medicine for your heart, one medicine for your pancreas, one medicine for your gallbladder, one medicine for your arthritis, one medicine for your right knee, one medicine for your left knee, and so forth and so on. With holistic medicine, the argument is everything is connected. And your body has a built-in God-given ability to fix itself. This is the fundamental difference between how a holistic physician, such as Dr. Wallach and myself, look at life, and how an MD practicing reductionistic medicine looks at life. You may find this interesting, and your head's going to explode in a minute here, Diane, but your MD is an atheist. Your MD does not... They don't believe in God. Well, they might believe in God at home, but when they're at work, they're atheists because they do not believe there's a soul, because according to science, if it can't be measured, it doesn't exist. So since nobody's ever measured the soul, it doesn't exist. And if the body has no soul, well, then it has no ability to fix itself. So the MD is trained to manage your symptoms. So they'll give you one prescription for your heart, one prescription for your lungs, one prescription for your left big toe, one prescription for your colon, one prescription for your heartburn, etc., etc. And the drugs that they prescribe are never meant to fix anything, because they don't think the body can fix itself. And this is the biggest difference between what they do and what we do. We argue that the body is informed by a God-given ability to fix itself. Your body has a spirit, your body has a soul, whatever you want to call it, and that brings intelligence into your body-mind. So all that we do, no matter what, is we give fundamental, comprehensive, holistic, across-the-board medical nutrition. It's a one-size-fits-all foundation medical nutrition strategy. This is where we begin. So regardless of the number of complaints and the number of drugs that your husband or anybody is on, number one, we give the appropriate healthy pack, and in his condition, because of no gallbladder, he needs the healthy digestion pack. And the Healthy Digestion Pack, because it's holistic, will have a comprehensive across-the-board effect, helping him with sleep, helping him with blood pressure, helping him with aches and pains, helping him with everything. We have to start somewhere. And this is a most excellent place for him to start for 90 days. Number 1, 2 Healthy Digestion Packs per month, 4 bottles of selenium per month, and he must stop eating the 10 bad foods. You must stop eating the 10 bad foods. Everybody in God's green earth must stop eating the 10 bad foods. And by the way, because we are an informed nation of independent distributors with longevity, it behooves you to order these supplements from the people who introduced Dr. Wallach to Benny Hinn. The number for them is 800-691-1730, 800-691-1730, 800-691-1730. Or call them, get 2 Healthy Digestion Packs, 4 bottles of selenium. They'll even tell you how to take them, okay?
Okay. What about enlarged prostate?
Same thing. The selenium's going to help that. The selenium is, all right, there's nothing else to add on here. The selenium will help that. And this is a real interesting thing to kind of, go outside, sit on a fence post and chew on for a while. This simple fundamental notion that when you give the human body all 90 essential nutrients, appropriate for body weight, all of the organ systems in the body respond. And then, 90 days from now, if the digestion is better and the weight is better and the stomach is better, but the prostate's still a little bit of a problem, or the left knee is still a little bit of a problem, then at that point in time, we'll add some more stuff into it. And that's how we do it. In steps, comprehensively and holistically. Diane, I appreciate... No. Well, we're going to... with the Healthy Digestion Pack. It's interesting. So just give him that. Keep your fingers crossed. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. And give me a call back in a couple of weeks. I appreciate you very much. Out of time, folks. Regretfully, God willing and the creek don't rise. Back in the saddle tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Time. Until then, live long and prosper.